last video, we have completed the application of derivative, that is equation of tangent and normal. Now in this video, we are going to study about the derivative as a rate measure. Students, suppose y equal to f of x is the given curve. Okay? Then we know that dy by dx equal to limit delta x tends to 0 delta y upon delta x. Okay? As you all know, dear students, that dy by dx equal to limit delta x tends to 0 delta y upon delta x, and that is equals to limit delta x tends to 0 y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. This y2 minus y1 is nothing but the change in y, and x2 minus x1 is change in x, and therefore dy by dx equal to limit delta x tends to 0 change in y upon change in x, where delta x is very small increment in x. Okay, and we can also write limit delta x tends to 0 f of x2 minus f of x1. You know that y equal to f of x, and therefore y2 equal to f of x2 and y1 equal to f of x1. Also we can write this is equals to limit delta x tends to 0 f of x2 minus f of x1 upon x2 minus x1. Okay, and this is equal to dy by dx. This is the definition of derivative. From the definition, it is very clear that derivative is nothing but the rate of change of y with respect to x. And here y2 minus y1 is change in y, and x2 minus x1 is change in x. Okay, and the ratio y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1 indicates the rate of change of y with respect to x. Okay students, and therefore if suppose dr by dt, where suppose r is the radius and suppose t is the time, then for example dr by dt indicates the rate of change of radius, that is r indicates the radius with respect to time. Also suppose now we have s equal to f of t is the displacement function. S is the displacement, okay, and therefore s equal to f of t is the displacement function of a particle that moves along the straight line, and therefore f dash of t, that means f dash of t means differentiation of s with respect to t, that is ds by dt, that is indicates the rate of change of displacement, and rate of change of displacement is nothing but the velocity, that we know students. Okay, in physics we study all these things in physics. Okay, and therefore v equal to ds by dt, that is rate of change of displacement with respect to time. S is, that is ds means s2 minus s1, that is change in displacement, and dt is t2 minus t1, that is change in time. And as delta t tends to 0, we can write this, that is equal to s2 minus s1, this is equals to s2 minus s1 upon t2 minus t1, and where limit delta t tends to 0, and this is nothing but ds by dt, and that is equal to f dash of t, and which is equal to, this is the velocity, therefore v equal to ds by dt. Okay, and also students, if we take the rate of change of velocity, if we take rate of change of velocity, that is change in velocity upon change in time, that is dv by dt, that is known as the acceleration, and therefore acceleration is given by a equal to dv by dt. There dv is v2 minus v1 and dt is t2 minus t1, that is change in velocity upon change in time, as limit delta t tends to 0, and that is dv by dt, and dv by dt is change, that is change in velocity, which is known as the acceleration. Okay students, also if we take the rate of change of acceleration, the rate of change of acceleration is the jerk. which causes the apparent movement in vehicle, and therefore dA by dt is the rate of change of acceleration, that is the jerk. And if you see students, then V is the ds by dt, means the first order derivative of the displacement is the velocity. Okay, if we take the differentiation of velocity, we get acceleration. That's why acceleration is the second order derivative of displacement. Okay, again we differentiate acceleration, we get jerk, and hence jerk is the third order differentiation of the displacement. Okay, in this way, this is about the derivative as the rate measure. Okay students, for the better understanding, we will solve some problems. Okay, let us take an example. That is, the example is that suppose a spherical soap bubble is expanding so that its radius is increasing at the rate of 0.02 centimeter per second. At what rate is the surface area is increasing when its radius is 5 centimeter? Okay students, to solve this problem, we must know the formula required for this. So which is the formula? The formula is that suppose we have given the spherical soap bubble and that is expanding. The bubble is expanding means we know the surface area of the spherical soap bubble. Okay, spherical soap bubble means that is the sphere. That's why we require here the formula for the surface area of the sphere. Okay, so here let's suppose the spherical soap bubble is expanding so that its radius is increasing at the rate of 0.02 centimeter per second. Okay students, suppose R is the radius. R is the radius. R is the radius of the spherical soap bubble. Spherical soap bubble. Okay. Suppose S is its surface area. Its surface area. Okay students. So we denote by R, radius by R, surface area by S, and as R is the radius is increasing. See, from the given, we can write here the radius is increasing at the rate, means the increasing rate of radius is given. Increasing rate of radius is dr by dt. Okay students, note these things that we have given that radius is increasing at the rate, means increasing rate, and the rate of radius, that is dr by dt. Please note these things. And dr by dt is 0.02 centimeter per second. See here, that is the radius, centimeter per second. That is the unit of radius per unit of time, that is centimeter per second. Okay, and here we have to find out the at what rate is the surface area increasing, means what we have to find out here, to find out the increasing rate of surface area. Okay, increasing rate of surface area, and rate of surface area is ds by dt. To find out increasing rate of surface area, and that is equal to ds by dt. Please note these things students. Okay, so dr by dt is the increasing rate of radius, ds by dt is the rate of surface area. Okay, and that is ds by dt that we have to find out. First, the surface area of the sphere. Surface area of the sphere. Here the surface area of the sphere. Why we have taken the sphere? Because the bubble is of spherical shape. What is the formula for this? The surface area of spherical bubble is given by 4 pi r square. Okay, that is equal to S. And now to find out ds by dt. We have to find out ds by dt. Okay. So differentiate. Suppose this is the surface area and that is 1. Differentiate 1 with respect to t. We will get. Differentiate 1 with respect to t. We get ds by dt. We get ds by dt equal to differentiation of 4 pi r square with respect to t. Okay students, here 4 pi is constant. Differentiation of r square with respect to t. And therefore by using n into x raised to n formula, we will find out the differentiation of r square, and that is 4 pi into 2r. That is 2 into r raised to 1. But this r is again differentiable function of t. That means we have to find out dr by dt. And therefore again differentiate this r with respect to t. Every time you have to note this step, students. Okay. And therefore here ds by dt equal to 8 pi r dr by dt. And this is the expression for ds by dt that we have to find out. We have to find out ds by dt, and now we have found out the expression for this. Okay students, so put the values here, we will get. So which are the values? The values are, when radius equal to 5 cm, find out ds by dt. So when radius equal to 5 cm, find out ds by dt. That is the problem that we have to find out. Okay. So put r equal to 5. Radius equal to 5 means r equal to 5 cm. Okay. And therefore here ds by dt equal to 8 pi. The value of r is 5 and dr by dt is given 0.02 centimeter. That is 0.02. Okay. And this is equal to 5 into 0.02 is 0.1. 8 into 0.1 is 0.8 pi. Okay. This is equal to 8 pi into 5 into 0.02 is 0.1, and 0.1 into 8 is 0.8. You can again further simplify it, that is 0.8 into pi. The value of pi is 22 by 7, or that is 0.8 into 3.14. Okay. In this way you can find out the answer, and that is equal to 0.8 pi. And unit for this, that is the surface area upon time. This is changing surface area upon time. Surface area means that is the centimeter square, that is square centimeter, upon time, that why per time, and hence this is the answer of given problem. Okay students, in this way we have to solve. The first problem we have completed here. Okay, hence ds by dt equal to 0.8 pi. Put the value of pi, you will get the last answer. I think the last answer will be 0.8 into 22 upon 7, and that is equal to 176, that is 17.6 upon 7, that is cubic square centimeter upon second. Okay, in this way we can find out. Now the next problem is the surface area of spherical balloon is increasing at the rate of 2 square centimeter per second. At what rate the volume of balloon is increasing when radius of balloon is 6 centimeter? Again, the shape is the spherical shape. Okay, but the problem is slightly different here. Volume is also there. Okay, so see the student, the problem is that the surface area of the spherical balloon. Again, let us consider, suppose R is the radius of the spherical balloon, radius of the sphere or spherical balloon. Okay, then S is the surface area. S is surface area of the sphere, that is spherical balloon, or sphere, whatever. Okay, and again V is the volume. Okay students, so see here the given things from the problem. The surface area of the spherical balloon is increases at the rate of 2 square centimeter per second. So what is given? The surface area of a spherical balloon means increasing rate of surface area is given, and that is 2 square centimeter per second. Okay, that means increasing rate of surface area is ds by dt, and that is equal to 2 square centimeter per second. That is the increasing rate of surface area, and that is ds by dt. The rate of increasing surface area is ds by dt. Again, what thing that they have given, that is radius of the balloon is 6 centimeter. Radius is r equal to 6 centimeter. Then what is the question? The question is that find out at what rate the volume of balloon is increasing. Means we have to find out the increasing rate of balloon. That is increasing rate of volume. Okay, and that means we have to find out here dv by dt. At what rate the volume of balloon is increasing, that is the increasing rate of volume is given by dv by dt. Okay students, first the formula for surface area. So in the word problem, first write all these things step by step, then write down the given things, and then write down the formula, and according to the requirement of the problem differentiate, and then we will solve. Okay, so we have to find out here dv by dt. First we must know that the surface area of the spherical balloon. The surface area of the spherical balloon, that is S equal to, that is 4 pi r square. Okay, this is the surface area, and they have given ds by dt. Okay, then V is the volume. And volume of the sphere, that is 4 by 3 pi r cube. This is the volume of the sphere. 4 by 3 pi r cube. Surface area is 4 pi r square. Okay students, but see here we have given ds by dt. Means what is the first thing? The first thing is that we find out here, we have to find out ds by dt. So differentiate this s with respect to t. So differentiate s with respect to t. Differentiate s with respect to t. We will get ds by dt, that is equal to differentiation of 4 pi r square with respect to t, and that is equal to, Again 4 pi is constant differentiation of r square is 2r and r with respect to t, and that is 8 pi r dr by dt. dr by dt. Okay students, so here put the value. They have given ds by dt. So in this expression put the value of ds by dt. What is ds by dt? That is equal to 2. 2 equal to 8 pi r dr by dt. And therefore from this we can find out dr by dt. Okay, and from here we can write dr by dt equal to dr by dt equal to, shift the term to that side, we will get, that is 2 upon 8 pi r, that is 1 upon 4 pi r, and this is the value of dr by dt. Okay student, this is the value of dr by dt. Now we have to find out dv by dt. Okay, and we have the formula of volume, that is v equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. To find out dv by dt, differentiate v with respect to t, and we will get dv by dt equal to 4 by 3 pi as a constant, differentiation of r cube with respect to t, we will get 4 by 3 pi as a constant, differentiation of r cube by using x raised to n formula, that is n into x raised to n minus 1, n equal to 3 here, the value of n is 3, and therefore that is 3 r square, and again r is differentiable function, that's why r with respect to t. Okay students, here 3 get cancel, and therefore dv by dt equal to 4 pi r square dr by dt. Okay, now this is the required expression, that is dv by dt. In that dv by dt put the value of r and put the value of dr by dt that we have found out. What is the value of dr by dt? The value of dr by dt is 1 upon 4 pi r. Okay student, put this value in the given expression, that is in dr by dt, put this value dr by dt. Okay, and r is given, okay, in the problem r equal to 6 centimeter, that we have already given. So after putting value we will get 4 pi r square, that is r square is 6 into 6, and the value of dr by dt is, that is equal to 4 pi r. Again 4 pi r, put the value of r, 4 pi get cancel, and that is equal to 6 into 6 upon r, put the value of r is 6 get cancel, and here we will get dv by dt equal to, dv by dt, and that is equal to 6, but v is the volume, dv by dt means volume upon time, and therefore the unit of this dv by dt, that is volume is cubic centimeter, because radius is in centimeters, and that's why volume is in cubic centimeter, that is cubic centimeter per, that is upon time, the time is in seconds, and therefore the dv by dt means rate of change of increasing volume, or rate of increasing volume is given by 6 cubic centimeters per second. Okay students, in this way we have solved this problem. Okay, now the next problem is that if a particle is moved along the curve 6y equal to x cube plus 2, find the point on the curve at which y coordinate is changing 8 times as fast as the x coordinate. Okay students, so here we have given that a particle is move along the curve, that is 6y equal to x cube plus 2. The expression is given and we have to find out the point on the curve, that means the value coordinates, that is x and y, that we have to find out. Suppose the y coordinate is changing as fast as the x coordinate. Okay, and therefore here suppose dx by dt is rate of change of x coordinate. This is rate of change of x coordinate. Rate of change of x coordinate with respect to time. Similarly, dy by dt is rate of change of y coordinate. Rate of change of y coordinate with respect to time. Okay students, so here find the point on the curve at which y coordinate is changing. Y coordinate is changing means dy by dt is changing 8 times as fast as x coordinate, means we have given that from this, see here, y coordinate is changing 8 times as fast as x coordinate from this statement. So here y coordinate is changing 8 times. Okay students, 8 times as fast as x coordinate, and that means from given we can write dy by dt equal to 8 times dx by dt. This is our statement. Okay, from the given things, dy by dt equal to 8 times dx by dt. Now the equation of the curve is, what is the equation of curve? That is, the equation of the curve is 6y equal to x cube plus 2. Dear students, in textbook, please correct the problem. Here they have given that x square plus 2. So please correct, it is x cube. Okay, if there is x square, then we can't solve this problem. So there is a mistake, printing mistake. Please correct it. So 6y equal to x cube plus 2. Okay. So now differentiate this curve with respect to t. Differentiate with respect to t. We will get 6 differentiation of y with respect to t equal to differentiation of x cube. Differentiation of x cube with respect to t plus differentiation of 2 with respect to t. Okay students, so here So here 6 into dy by dt equal to 3x square according to x raised to n formula. But here x is again function of t. That's why differentiate this x with respect to t. And you know differentiation of constant number is 0. And therefore here we can write this 6 into dy by dt equal to 3x square dx by dt. Okay students, so from 1 put the value of dy by dt. Put the value of dy by dt from 1. Put dy by dt in here in this statement. Therefore 6 into, what is the value of dy by dt? That is 8 into dx by dt. 8 into dx by dt equal to 3x square dx by dt. Okay students, so here dx by dt get cancelled, and here we get x square equal to 16, and therefore taking square root on both sides we will get x equal to plus or minus 4. Okay, x equal to plus or minus 4. So these are two values of x. Now we have found out the x coordinate, that is the value of x is plus 4 and that is minus 4. Now to find out the y coordinate, so here we have that is 6y equal to x cube plus 2. Put the value of x. Suppose x equal to plus 4 here. This implies 6 into y equal to 4 raised to 3 plus 2, and that is equal to 64 plus 2. 4 raised to 3 is 64. 64 plus 2 is 66, and this implies y equal to 11. Okay, when x equal to 4, hence after putting the value of x equal to plus 4, we will get that is cube of 4 is 64. 64 plus 2 is 66, and y equal to that is 66 upon 6, and y equal to 11 here. Okay, when x equal to plus 4, y equal to 11. These are the coordinates of one point. Now suppose x equal to minus 4. Now suppose x equal to minus 4. Okay, so x equal to minus 4, the expression is 6y equal to that is x cube plus 2, and that is equal to minus 4 raised to 3 plus 2, and this is equal to minus 64 plus 2, and that is minus 62. Okay students, minus 64 plus 2 is minus 62, and that is 6y equal to minus 62. This implies y equal to minus 62 upon 6, and therefore y equal to minus 31 upon 3. Hence when x equal to minus 4, y equal to minus 31 upon 3. Hence the point on the curve, that is x 4 and y equal to 11. Another point P1 is x equal to minus 4. Please correct it. X equal to minus 4, then y equal to minus 31 upon 3. These are the 2 points, and these are the coordinates of the point. Okay students, in this way we have solved some problems related to rate measure. Okay, in next video also we will continue the problems. Okay students, but you have the homework. The homework is that in the textbook some problems are solved, examples are there, some problems are solved in your book related to rate and measure. Students, you have to solve examples in your book, and that is the homework. If you solve these problems, solve examples, then you will better understand the topic, and therefore this is compulsory homework for you. Okay students, thank you.